Hey everybody, welcome back to the Big Llama Show. I'm the Big Llama. Thank you for joining me. Tonight we have the review of the Snyder Cut, the Justice League Snyder Cut that just came out on HBO Max. Everybody online is talking about it, so why wouldn't I? Hey, let's get to it. Hey, SINA, hit me with my theme music.
It's SINA. She ruckus. Dead beat. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. You ain't a killer, boy, stop. I hear you yelling stacks on deck.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. This is the Big Llama Show. I'm the Big Llama. We're going to talk about Zack Snyder's Justice League that just came out, the 4-hour release. But before we do that, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you become a member of the Llama Nation. Join the Llama Nation so that you know when new videos are posted. We try to post videos every week. We do them as frequently as possible, and we try to do old movies, which would do our retro reviews, and we do new releases just like this one that we're about to do with Zack Snyder's Justice League. Here we go with the review. All right, I don't want to spend a lot of time because there's a lot of chatter online about Zack Snyder's 4-hour magnum opus, his bombastic, art project that is the Justice League Snyder Cut. Let me just give you a brief rundown because I don't want to spend a lot of time. I think it's been overdone. It's been discussed at length by many various YouTubers. I just want to give you my few opinions on it, and I'll make this video rather quick. First, let's talk about the 4:3 format, or the IMAX format that he put this video in. I'm not a fan of it. I know that it's supposed to be the artistic view of Zack Snyder and how he wanted us to see the Justice League movie. But again, I wasn't a big fan, only because the viewing experience at home is way different than the viewing experience in the IMAX theater. If this would have been released in IMAX, I could have enjoyed the large screen and the aspect and the format ratio. But because I'm watching it on a giant, at-home 80-inch TV, which mostly seeing bars on the side, it really bothered me as far as my viewing experience. But that's just a minor takeaway. Honestly, as you watch the movie, and it's 4 hours, you get used to it. So it's just a minor inconvenience at the start, which I had to get over, and I did. And I can definitely see why he wanted to do it. But that was my one main gripe about it at first. In typical Zack Snyder form, he does his usual slow motion action sequences. He likes to infuse lots of dark colors and darkness into the world, and it's okay because it's a Zack Snyder film. If I was watching it differently from a different lens, or if I was watching it thinking it was something different, I might be a little bit disappointed. But because I know it's a Zack Snyder film, I'm okay with the way that his style, and he stylizes the picture. The story itself is more cohesive. I feel like they flushed out a lot more characters. Now with 4 hours, you get to do that. But it really did add to the experience of the movie. Cyborg's character is flushed out completely. The Flash is more than just comedic relief. He's got a backstory. And Wonder Woman is really set up as a great character. She was already a great character and things were set up for her, but again, they go back to what worked. There was more screen time for Ben Affleck, which was amazing. Ben Affleck was sort of underutilized in the first Justice League, and in this one, his role is that much more. And the sad part about all this is that there's probably not going to be a follow-up in the Snyderverse. So, all of this change is great that Zack Snyder got to finish his artistic view and got to finish his film the way he wanted to, and I think that's something great for filmmakers. And I have heard some say in other circles that that this is great for filmmakers who want their creative freedom and the really positives of streaming services, which overall the movie is great. The only thing that the DC universe suffers from is cohesiveness, and so if it doesn't feel, you don't have the same weight as an Avengers Endgame or Infinity War, because there's this cohesive built-up world that you're building up to this big grand movie. I think they tried to retrofit a big grand movie or the world, and it just didn't work, so that you don't feel the weight and the gravity of the situation. You don't have the emotions. At Avengers Endgame, I was a crying mess because I was invested in the characters and I knew the stories going in. For the Justice League, unfortunately, it was so choppy the way that the movies sort of ran together that I couldn't get that invested in it, even though they were executed really, really well. There's something to be said about being able to finish out the vision that you started with, and I applaud Zack Snyder for being able to do that and for the fans being able to make it happen as part of their campaign. So I'm really not going to bag too much on the movie. It's not a perfect movie, at least in my eyes, but the fact that you can go back and recreate something that was a complete mess. Now, the original Justice League, the 2017 release, I wasn't a fan of. I went to the movie theaters really, really excited and left very, very disappointed. With this new 4-hour cut, I feel like it's a different movie, and in the whole, it really does feel complete. And so therefore, I'm going to give it an overall rating of a B+. That rating is simply because the movie does hit all its points. It's not a perfect movie. I don't want to sit here and beat down the movie just for the sake of beating down the movie. There are different things that we can talk about, but let's just give credit where credit is due. Zack Snyder got to go back and fix the problems that he had. He got to really put out the vision that he had for the Justice League movie, and I think that if they would have allowed him this freedom, or he would have been able to finish the vision back in 2017, we probably could have seen an extension of the DC universe, or the Snyder'S as they're calling it. Once again, that's my review for the Justice League, the Snyder Cut that just came out. Again, what did you think of it? Did you watch it all in one sitting? I'll tell you, I watched it in two sections. I watched 2 hours, and then I came back for the last 2 hours. I had to take a break and then come back for the last 2 hours. I could have sat and watched it for 4 hours, but I did have life in between. But the movie's great. It's a good movie. I highly recommend it to anybody who's interested in the DC universe. Lots of things are resolved. Lots of things are explained. And there's a great Joker scene that comes in there. I don't know that it had a whole lot of value to it, because I don't think they're going to use that Joker again. But it was nice to see Jared Leto be able to come back and retrofit or fix his Joker creation. That's my review. Do you agree? Let me know. Write me down in the comments. Now, if you like this video, make sure you give it a like. Make sure you subscribe to become a member of the Llama Nation. We try to do videos every week. It's free to join. There's no charge. No Patreon, no nothing like that. I'm just want more subscribers. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so that we can do more things with this channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for listening in on this Snyderverse discussion. I know it's saturated all of the internet, but again, I've got to dip my toe in that water as well. So I hope you liked the review. Thank you very much for visiting. I'm the Big Llama. This is the Big Llama Show. Peace out.
Yeah, I tell her, baby, you're the one for me. Never two unless you're telling me you feel it too.